Oh, for real? Well, good morning to you. Good night to me. But yeah, Ye Shunguang. We talked about this. So from our theory and what leakers said, obviously, but this is probably just based on like a theory too. Yi Guan is gonna be an attacker, either a fire attacker or fire physical. And I can't see her being physical. Maybe electric. You know why? Because in terms of void hunters, Yi Xuan is technically a void hunter. She just didn't take on the thing. Um, she is void hunter level though. So you got your ether void hunter, rupture ether void hunter, and now you have your anomaly ice void hunter. So she's obviously not going to be ice or ether. And in terms of the class, she's definitely not going to be a defense because they're not going to make a defense void hunter or they're not going to make a stun void hunter. So she's probably going to be attack, especially to where they've been trying to, push attack agents. And that would be interesting because then she could work with Seed and Orphe. Void hunter is just a label. No, yeah. Anyone with that label is expected to be Miyabi level or around there. Yeah. But yeah, that's our speculation. Like her eyes are red. Not Miyabi's eyes are red too, but her eyes are red. Her sword, when she like touches it, it goes red. She's gonna be either fire or physical. And let me tell you, if she's fire, a fire void hunter, RIP Evelyn. Um, and if I see lighter on her team, I'm gonna crash out because I don't have lighter. Because this dude has just been meta for the longest time. Like I still want him, but it's just like he was put in unfortunate events, like between certain banners, so I didn't really wasn't able to get him. We also did want Jufufu too, but she was put in between some predicaments as well. That being Yi Xuan, and then Yuzuha and Alice, who we did pick up. Seed is really power creep immune. Yeah, I feel like Seed is future proof. Believing in fire rupture. Nah, I'm not gonna say fire rupture. Maybe because this is obviously still leaks. That could be true, but this is obviously still leaks. They said Ban Yue, the Zenyatta buff Zenyatta guy. They said Ban Yue is gonna be a fire rupture. So that's just leaks though. But who knows? I feel like I was thinking she potentially could be a rupture too. But I feel like she might be an attacker at the same time. I have a strong feeling. Ether rupture would be really fun. That would be fun, but like we already have that right here. So they're not gonna power creep Yishuan into oblivion yet. Like surely, right? She's kind of somewhat new. They're not gonna power creep Yishuan that early. She's got her support Lucia and everything. Like surely we're not power creeping my girl like that, right? But strong doubts in an attacker because there's shilling rupture, all the Lucia and everything just to drop another BS Astray out agent. Yeah, but at the same time too, it won't be just Astra. That would benefit these two. Like if she's an attack, Seed is just even more future value for Seed and potentially Orphe. Next patch is looking pretty spicy though. Oh, team building is really easy in this game, I guess. Anyone just works with mostly everyone at this point. Not as bad as other Hoyo games. Yeah, yeah. Those other things, like all this, especially Star Rail, like the power creep in Star Rail that's going on over there. That's crazy. And then the power creep in Genshin with like the Nod Cry units working with each other, especially with like Flynn's. How people are like, oh, if you don't have a Nefa with Flynn's, then you might as well just not pull him. There's a lot to talk about over there. Like it's crazy. But yeah, we've already got a physical agent and another physical agent. I don't think they're gonna power creep physical that quick, so we can rule out Ye Shunguang being a physical. But the attack, her being an attacker, um, that's a possibility. We're leaning on attack, and I guess rupture. I've always had the speculation of rupture, but at the same time, I feel like I don't know. The thing that makes me doubt it is because Yi Xuan, she's technically a void hunter level, but just didn't take up the title. But it's looking like when the mayor was talking to Ye Shunguang, he was saying, "Are you ready to take up the title of like void hunter?" What people were saying. So she's gonna be most likely, obviously, a void hunter. This attacker slot is actually empty. It is empty. That is true. Fundamentally works different from anomaly, so Alice is safe. Yeah,